Okay, let's see if I can set this up for you. So, about 4 years ago, I had a friend move and I bought his grill for $60. I used it for the last 4 years, and especially the last year and a half, I have used it heavily. So heavily that I've needed to replace parts on this grill. 4 days ago, I cooked on this grill. It's a 5 burner plus an extra saucepan burner on the side, so 6 burners total. I was grilling 4 days ago, and because I hadn't cleaned it out properly or well enough recently, I had a grease fire and lost 4 hot dogs and got a few burns on my hands. So I decided the next day that I would have to clean it up, prep it for actual cooking, and look to make some repairs. It was on my list of things to do this summer anyway. So I cleaned it. I spent a lot of time cleaning it. I had to replace the drip cup. Drip cups are nasty, but I replaced it with a coffee can that I had to wire into the bottom. This is a gas grill. So I did that. I had to replace some burner tents, which I had previously purchased and put them on. And I found that I needed to replace 2 of the burners themselves. So I went to Lowe's and I got 2 burners totaling $50. Couldn't believe it. Brought them home and was going to install them. My wife said $50. I said, yeah, and there was like a grill there for $199. So if I just not bought the burners, I could have got the grill for just $150 more and had a brand new grill. And she's like, well, why didn't you do that? I was like, maybe I should have. Let me sleep on it. Slept on it, and I said, you know what? Maybe I should. And she said, yeah, do that. So off I go to Lowe's. Buy this $199 grill and return the $50 worth of burners, which I did. Well, I returned the burners. Went to get the grill and they're out of stock. So I'm like, okay, what's the next one? Well, there's one for $249. And I was like, how about this one? I saw some models, samples outside the store, right? So they didn't have the one I wanted, which is that one. So I'm going with the $50 more for the Chrome. This is the Char-Broil Performance 5-burner gas grill. $299 minus my $50 that I returned in burner pieces. Some assembly required. And they're like, oh, we're all out of that one. I was like, okay, how about the $299 one? And they're like, yeah, I think we have that. They scan it and look, yeah, let me go get you that one. Great. I'm looking at, with the not buying the burners, it's $250 down to $200. So it's still about $200 instead of $150. Okay, I can do that. So the rep was also out of that one, but he's gonna upgrade me for no charge to this one. So he comes back and he's like, sorry, man. Oh, and this is like, 10 minutes later. Sorry, man, we don't have them, but I do have this one that's $349, but I'll give it to you for $300. Okay. So that's what I got. A $350 grill. I mean, these are cheap grills, really. I saw one for $13.99, which is ridiculous. I'm sure it's great. And I use grills a lot, but not to that extent. So $350 grill for $300. I did have a $10 gift card that I didn't end up using because at the self-checkout, when the manager rings it up as the $300 instead of the $350, I can't key code in the gift card that I wanted because it didn't have a barcode on it, because it was part of a reimbursement program 10 years ago. Anyway, $300, plus I had to buy a $35 grill cover because my grill cover for my grill is beat to smithereens anyway. I needed to buy a new one. Failed to mention that I also need to replace the cover, which is another $35. So I've got that in hand as well. So I'm going to end up spending essentially $335 instead of $50 for a burner. which if I just left well enough alone or cleaned properly, my original grill that was 4 years old, used, I mean, it was, you know, certainly closer to 8 years old from when it was brand new. But 4 years to me, if I had just cleaned in advance, you know, we could say I made a $335 mistake by not cleaning my grill properly and getting it ready for actual use. So there's my tale. Here's the grill. As you can see, it is a Char-Broil 4-burner gas grill, which is smaller than I was hoping. I wanted a 5-burner, but this has a nicer base. It's a 90-pound box, which I had to lift myself. Right beside it is the grill cover. But yeah, I mean, it's a $350 grill that I get to put together. One more chore for the summer. Yippee-ki-yay. Thanks for watching, everybody.